3 baking tips that you wish you knew. First one is your oven. Most people preheat their oven for like 15 minutes before they're going to bake. I always do at least 45 minutes to an hour. You want to make sure the metal in your oven is all heated, it's even temp. And like when you're baking breads and pies and pizzas, things like that, it just gives that crustier texture if your oven's really hot when stuff goes in and it's up to the full temp before you start the baking process. The next one is cakes. So if you're doing a cake, take it out of the oven when it's done, let it sit for just a few minutes, and then throw it in the freezer for 45 minutes to an hour. That's going to allow for easier decorating, number one. You're not going to have that top texture, the layer peel off. And then it also locks in moisture. So it's not going to be as crumbly. It makes it a lot better. This next one is room temperature for your butter and eggs. A lot of people don't think that's important. It's actually very important because it does affect the texture of your baked goods. It doesn't mix into the batters evenly and smoothly if you do not have them at room temperature, and you'll end up with more in one portion than another. They don't bake even. Like, it causes a lot of issues that people don't realize, but it does have an effect. If you do forget to take your butter and your eggs out of the fridge before you're going to bake, I always take my egg or eggs and put them in a bowl of hot water to help get them to a room temperature before I put them in. And then you can also do kind of the same thing with butter. Take out glass, like a 16-ounce glass, fill it full of hot water, dump it out, and then take that and set it over the top of your butter stick to help soften it quicker, and let it sit in there for a good 15-20 minutes before you're ready to bake. Can use the microwave at a low power too. Just want to make sure that that stuff is at room temperature. Hope these tips were helpful.